We start with 1 hour chart. We want to see how we can look for trade. If we refer to our analysis in my last video, and the price was exactly within this move, we mentioned if we want to look for buy, we need to see the break, at least the price retest the previous low before we get the. Then if we get any reversal, any trade set up for buying, then from there we can look for trade. And we mentioned we can expect the price even to drop to 1.69. As we can see, the line was there. Okay. And when the price was within this move, we mentioned we cannot look for trade. Let the price give us, the drop and break the previous low. Anyway, there was no trade setup to look for buy. Even if anyone get the trade from here, almost they see a few 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 4, 5 hours, there was no continuation. That's why I mentioned any trade, if we get within 2 to 4 hours, there is no continuation, we take out the trade. There was no trade set up to look for buy, and the price dropped since most of the charts we have this down move, they following each other. They following the Bitcoin. Okay, then we want to see what's the next and how we can look for trade. Okay, this is the reasons why every time I mention we have to get the trade set up. Okay, as we can see, we had the flat here, but there was no trade set up. When we see this kind of the corrective move, we can relate into it. We can put in relative to this. Anyway, even with there was no trade setup to look for sell. Okay. By the way, we want to see what's the next and how we can look for trade. If we move to bigger picture, the only thing says, as we can see the price dropping, we want to see whether the price can retest the previous low. That means this one turned to a deeper move or not. But based on for daily, we don't have any trade setup. And if I move to forward chart, okay. Now the question is, the price first of all haven't break or even tag the previous low, which is 1.1516. Okay, and if we refer to the analysis, since we have a sharp move, we can expect this one turn to a correction for one more drop. But as I mentioned, most of the charts they had a similar movement. Right now, we cannot confirm whether the price is going to drop or not. And even the price is going to drop, we are not going to look for sell. But the best thing is if this one turn to deeper move. Okay, then from there we can look for reversal. If the price break the previous low, then if we want to look for buy, it can give us better confirmation rather than the price reverse from here. Then how we can look for trade. If I move to 1 hour chart, again, what we got here, if we get the correction, we can expect the price to drop. Okay, but as I mentioned, we are not going to look for sell. That means even if this one give us the price drop, selling is not really good idea because the almost near to the previous low. How about if this one turn to correction for one more drop and then reverse? Okay, that means mostly we will prefer to look for buy. But if we want to look for buy, we prefer this one give us one more drop, the price break the previous low, then from there if we see the divergence within this the next down move and the previous one, then any reversal from there we can look for buy. Okay, that's mean right now we don't have any trade set up either for buy or sell. And how about if the price sharply reverse from here, it give us a correction, then from there we need to see whether we can look for buy or not. How about if the price reverse and this one turn to a big correction and the price drop? Okay, this is the reasons why I want a price give me one more drop with the breakout of the previous low, then any reversal from there I will take the trade. And even if this one give me opportunity to look for sell, we are not going to look for unless this one turn to deeper correction and we get the sell setup within the correction. Because right now the best things if you want to look for trade to put our entry below this. Okay, but from what we have right now, we don't have any trade setup and selling at this stage. I really don't advise it. And if the best things is we are looking for the best option, this one turn to correction for price, break the previous low, then if we get a reversal from there, we look for buy. All right, in this case, what I suggest, whoever get the trade for sell, if they get the sell, they should take out the trade. And if he wants to look for trade, wait for this one turn to bigger correction. And even if anyone wants to look for sell from here, wait for this one turn to deeper correction. Because if we get a deeper correction, it can give us a confirmation whether the price can drop or reverse. Mostly deeper correction first. If we get here, we can expect the price to drop. And if we buy, I prefer the price break the previous low, which is 1.5. And I need to highlight here, this is what we're looking for and what we prefer. It doesn't mean the price have to move in over the direction we like it. And as I mentioned, how about if the price sharply reverse from here? The only way we wait for the next correction of flag, we take the trade. Okay, similar to what we have here. We have been looking for this correction in relative to this. We have been looking for buy. It didn't give us any trade setup for buy. Then we just let it go. The price drop. We are not in the trade. This is the reasons why we need to look for trade setup. And right now, what I suggest, wait and see what we get from here before we make a decision. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.